Minecraft Snapshot 23w17a is out with new advancements for the Trails and Tales update, new music tracks, a brand new light engine and... poop. My name is Slime, let me show you all these news. Let's begin with the new advancements. Smells interesting for obtaining a sniffer egg. Little sniffs for feeding a snifflet. Planting the past for planting any sniffer seed. Those 3 are all in the husbandry tab. There are also 4 new adventure advancements. Respecting the remnants for brushing a suspicious block to obtain a pottery shard. Careful restoration for making a decorated pot out of 4 pottery shards. Crafting a new look for crafting a trimmed armor at a smithing table. And smithing with style for applying these 8 smithing templates at least once. In sound news, there are 4 new music tracks for the general soundtrack. All these tracks are by Aaron Cheruf and play in various combinations of overworld biomes. The tracks are A Familiar Room, Bromeliad, Crescent Dunes, and Echo in the Wind. There's also a new music disc, Relic, also by Aaron Cheruf. You can find it as a rare archaeology loot in Trail Ruins, where it is one of the 12 possible drops. If you play it in a jukebox, you get a comparator output of level 12. In chat and text news, there's an updated version of the Unicode font in the game. That enables a whole load of new characters of the last decade, including, of course, emojis. There's no simple way of writing out emojis like in some chat applications, so if you want to enter an emoji, you will need to use some external input like copy-pasting or using the emoji finder on Windows with the Windows key and period. In visual news, this version of the game introduces a brand new light engine. This is the part of the game responsible for how light spreads from light sources and should mean much improved performance and fix many glitches. Of course, new systems always come with new bugs, so the team has specifically asked players to break it in all possible ways and report the bugs to the Minecraft issue tracker. And one more visual bug fix. When left-handed players use a brush, the resulting particles now move the right direction. In block news, the sculk sensors and calibrated sculk sensors have been updated. Their timings have been changed to be active in 30 ticks for the sculk sensor and 10 ticks for the calibrated sculk sensors. That is 1.5 seconds and half a second, respectively. They both now also have a 10-tick cooldown, that is half a second. Previously, these timings were 40 ticks and 20 ticks active, respectively, and only a single tick of cooldown. In user interface news, the decorated pots now have a tooltip that shows which shards have been used to make it. Speaking of tooltips, they would get cut off at the bottom of the screen, which is fixed in this version. And the Minecraft credits have been updated, including a new function where you can hold the up arrow to reverse the scroll direction. In mob news, some sniffer fixes. Sniffers now properly find their way to water when they're on fire. And sniffer leg animations are now smooth when they move on slime blocks. Sniffers that are being tempted no longer cuddle up quite so close to the player tempting them, and sniffer eggs now drop on top of the ground rather than underneath it. In technical news, the resource pack version is now 15, accounting for the font and credits updates. The credits.json file format now has a second level of organization of entries on top of titles called disciplines. And there are new font glyph providers called Unihex and Reference. The Unihex glyph provider is used to read Unifont files. The details of that are on screen now. There's also a new reference provider that lets you reference another provider with overrides, which avoids having to load the same font files twice. With this, the legacy Unifont provider has been removed. If you want to debug anything related to fonts, you will now also find fonts on the sprite sheet debug information saved when using F3+S. For loot tables, the seeds found by sniffers when digging is now controlled by a loot table called gameplay/sniffer digging. One new item tag in this version: decorated pot ingredients. And in performance and stability news, the new light engine should be an improvement in performance, and in addition to that, a crash related to loading old worlds has been fixed. And that's all for Snapshot 23w17a. My name is Slicelime, thank you for watching, I'll see you next time. It's the toilet update, it's gonna have poop.